You sit in front of your screen for 10 hours a day. You scalp 5 pips here, 10 pips there. At the end of the week, you have made $200 and lost 3 years of your life. That is not trading. That is a job with worse hours. Welcome back to Forex Trading Board. Today we are building a long-term setup that lets you check your chart once a day and still outperform the scalpers. A long-term setup starts with the monthly chart, not the daily, not the 4-hour, the monthly. Draw a horizontal line at the highest price from the last 3 years and another at the lowest price from the last 3 years. That is your range. Price near the top of that range. You look for shorts. Price near the bottom. You look for longs. That is your bias for the next 6 months. Now zoom down to the weekly chart. Wait for a clean break of a significant swing, high or low. Not a weekly close, above resistance or below support. That is your trigger. You place your stop loss on the opposite side of that broken level. Your take profit is the opposite end of the 3-year range. You hold for weeks or months. You check your chart once per day, only to see if your stop got hit. Here is why. Experts love this. No noise. No 5-minute fakeouts. No London Open manipulation. You are trading structural levels that central banks and institutions actually watch. A 300 pip pullback on the daily chart. Irrelevant. You do not even flinch. While the scalper is having a heart attack over 10 pips, you are drinking coffee and waiting for your weekly close. The math is simple. If your risk is 1% and your target is the other end of a 3-year range, you are often looking at 5-to-1 or 10-to-1 risk to reward. You need to be right 20% of the time to be profitable. 20%. Here's your long-term setup, step by step. Mark the 3-year high and low on the monthly. Wait for a weekly close above the high or below the low. Enter on the next weekly open. Place your stop on the opposite side of that broken level. Set your target at the opposite end of the range. Then close your laptop. Open it once per day at the same time. If your stop is not hit, you do nothing. No adding. No scaling. No over. You will be shocked how many trades hit target simply because you gave them time. You are not losing because your entries are bad. You are losing because you exit before your thesis has time to breathe. Comment weekly, close if you are ready to zoom out. This is Forex Trading Board. Trade less. Hold longer. Get paid.